So tell me about yourself.
Christian, 28 years old. Um, right now, I'm taking a class for video and video editing. If I were to make something, if I were to make a film, I would probably do something as far as like documentary. Um, I I'm a big fan of Hunter S. Thompson, guns of journaling sort of stuff. I like to get into the action. I like to be a part of the journaling that, I take. Mind you, I haven't, explored the sort of regions of stories I've, talked about or covered, but that's something I'm very much interested in. That's kind of what pursued me to get into this sort of like field of, I want to create something. I want to be able to edit it and so be a part of a documentary piece that that can also push me to make my own thing.
Do you think what we filmed could have been used as a documentary or a precursor?
I think so. Like nice little, kind of like I was saying about adding more experience to along the way. I think that's another big piece. Don't be afraid to get in, get dirty. There's nothing. I feel like you'd be missing out if you didn't take those sort of leaps, because otherwise you're just gonna, if you're gonna play it safe the whole time, you're not gonna really just, get to where you want to be.
And I'm just trying to get for these guys right here. Look! Oh my God!
You got to get out of your comfort zone. You got to get wet or whatever. Sweat. I wouldn't recommend bleeding all the time, but if you have to film in the rain, film in the rain. If you have to, dig some mud. I mean, whatever it takes.
What were your expectations going in there?
I don't really have. No, I lied. I was expecting to get some truffles. So, that was the biggest expectation, but turns out it's a lot harder to get, which is kind of why they're expensive. Anyways,
what advice would you have for somebody who's doing it for the first time?
Let's see. Read more about where certain mushrooms grow, what to look for, and learn about certain mushrooms' growth patterns and what areas to look for if you're, if you see a certain tree or if you see certain soil that's turned over. Or there's, I think what was taught to us along the way was also the more moss, the less chances that there's mushrooms. I could be wrong, but
What was the most standout moment of that trip, or one that you won't forget?
I want to say, besides finding the claw marks on the tree from a potential bear, I want to say, let's see, I wasn't expecting to see like a miniature waterfall. That was pretty cool. Then we saw some underwater mushrooms, which is another first. Let's see. I think another one is just seeing how much fun it was just to kind of go in there and what seemed like you had no expectation at first, you kind of realize it's like, maybe there's more to it, and instead of just like focusing on, I mean, in my case, just trying to catch a hunt for some truffles. Of course, it's going to be hard to find, but you learn that other mushrooms grow around the same areas that truffles do, and then you would have to find their growth patterns and try to identify which ones are which, just by the color, by the texture, by its.
Yeah.
Yeah.